Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland,
seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Zach Ertz has it complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Kelly. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 84 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
A gain there of 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now it's Fields. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really...
Touchdown, Washington! Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Didn't learn his lesson the 1st time, but looks like a 2nd early interception got through to him. Now he understands. Don't force a throw if it's not there. Oftentimes, running is the better play anyway. Case in point, he picks up a 1st down there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Bears at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 6 catches, 95 yards, and a score.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's Washington that's... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chicago offense set to get started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On first down, Stafford here. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dorrance Armstrong just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Able to power through. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run the draw here with Swift. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fields. That's complete to Davis. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Gabriel Davis, 38 yards. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Will McDonald in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Well, if you have this defense on your fantasy football team, you are loving this right now. Their 2nd touchdown. We're only in the first half. Remember, they had the fumble return for 6 earlier, Charles, and here the INT return.
Yeah, we're still in the first half of this game. This group, they've been awfully quick to capitalize on mistakes made by the offense, and that one they take to the house as well. Be careful with the football with them. They turn it around on you quickly.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Complete to Kelly. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Here's Kelly on 4th down. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Flush to his right. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They run up the gut with Kelly. Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Will McDonald, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Ertz has it left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford eluding the pressure right. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So we've reached, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Stafford. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Play action. Stafford out to his left. Fighting, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football, it's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On 2nd down, Swift, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Once again, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the 50, here's Fields. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is Swift on the counter, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Fields. It's caught by Davis. Touchdown, Washington. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Swift is in. Touchdown, Washington. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Tannehill's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Right back to Swift again on second down. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The give up the middle to Kelly.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
To throw is Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Stafford. Rolling to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for the Commanders,
they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.